Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to get started. This is your first intro on how to actually do it. So the first thing you're going to want to do that really is the easiest way to do it is go to Google Docs. Once you're in Google Docs, make yourself a new Google Sheet that's just blank and new. So let me do this. It gets a little lagged while I'm recording, so that's why it's going. Then name it something like my schedule or my VIPKID schedule, something that says that this is yours and not the collaborative lesson bank. So my VIPKID classes, woohoo! That's different. I use my class schedule, but I don't want to get them confused. So anyway, my VIPKID classes. Then you can just keep that there, open a new tab, and open the collaborative lesson bank. I also highly recommend just make yourself a folder at the top with all the top things you will use, like your teacher's portal, that doc you just made, my VIPKID classes or class schedule, collaborative lesson bank, fresh desk, the motions, whatever. If you guys want those, just message me on the Facebook group and I'll share what mine are. Anyway, back to it. So you have your schedule, that's a separate sheet, and now you have the collaborative lesson bank open. Then down here at the bottom, the first one is doc orientation. That's going to just be an overview of how to enter everything. Watch the later videos for how to do that. Then right here, number 2 is your schedule template. This is what you want to copy and paste into your new VIPKID My classes into your schedule. So there's 2 ways of doing that. The first way of doing it is you right click, so this comes up. Then you click copy to. This little bubble is going to come up. And then hopefully the best way is to find it under recent. The one you just made, ding ding ding, is right there, and then you're going to click select and it's going to copy it straight over to it. Sheet copied successfully. Yay. Then once you come over here, sometimes it has a little weird lag and sometimes it doesn't work. If you do that, just like I showed you, and it doesn't work, I'm just going to tell you Google Sheets glitches sometimes, and that's true. It does that. Sorry, this is not what I wanted. Go back. So then go back to your drive to see if it worked. Sometimes when it's already open, it doesn't, or it takes a minute. So just hop back over to your initial one. I'm going to show you another way that's really much easier, but people always ask about this way, so I just wanted to show it. Oh, I can't get away from clicking on that. So it can open. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's the right one. So it didn't work. Okay, so if it doesn't work, which it should, but if it doesn't, and sometimes it just like takes a minute to actually do it. I don't know why. Ghetto, you guys. The easiest way to do it, which is how I recommend, is click the top one so it highlights everything, and then command copy if you're on a Mac, or control copy so it copies everything. Then come over, select the same thing, command V for paste, or control copy if you're on a PC. Then, if I wasn't recording, this wouldn't be taking the longest possible. Oh, you guys, it did work. It was just down here on the second sheet. Sorry, this is really making this work while it's recording. If you're doing it on your own, it will not take a long time to do this. This is a very simple function. Yeah, see? I had a hard time doing that. Oh, look, there it is. Also, here's the sheet, copy of to schedule template. It will be there. It's just ta-da! There it is. Sorry, that was so much talking. So this was the first way we did it. The second way is that it's on sheet 1, but it doesn't always copy the formatting. And if it doesn't, it's a little bit annoying, but you can come up here, change all the lengths. I make it how it is in the lesson bank. Certain ones, like the total slides, all those, you don't need those big. The ones you want big are the lesson points, G, because that's your most important one, and then maybe feedbacks. But if you copy it the first way I showed you, then it'll come exactly like this. Then you're not done. All of this stuff under here, these are just examples. So if you need an example while you're getting started, please feel free to keep it in. Otherwise, just select 2 through, what do we have, 6? which you select the top one, then click shift and select the bottom one, and then right click and then just delete those rows because you don't need those. All you're really copying is this header because you just want this header. And the reason why we made it blue is just so you don't get mixed up from the schedule versus the lesson bank when you're actually in here, because sometimes when they are the exact same color, you do get mixed up. Sorry. So anyway, now you have your schedule and you have the collaborative lesson bank. So I'm going to go the step further. So now you are ready to start lesson prepping. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get your teacher portal and come over here and pick which lessons you want to lesson prep. So I'm going to just lesson prep June 28th for us right here. So you just want to select them and then command copy or control copy again. I'm on a Mac right now, so I'm just going to go with command copy. But if you're on a PC, switch all those commands to control. It will be the same. So command C, then you come over here to your lessons and you're just going to put them in the top. Once you've done more, all you're going to do is add rows on the top. I always suggest adding more rows on the top and then pasting them in so that as you're teaching, you start at the bottom and you work your way to the top. Because then you're not sorting, you're not like scrolling through hundreds and hundreds of classes every day to get to the bottom to where you are that day. It's always at the top. So now, as you can see, the formatting's all crazy. So get rid of your borders, just erase them. Come over here to the alignment and align it to the top. And then the last one, get the text wrapping and do wrap. So then you can see everything. So now your day is ready to lesson prep. That can go really, really fast if you aren't talking like me. That takes like 3 seconds. Now, come over to your first lesson you want to do and select the CN number, or SN, sorry, not CN, SN number, and then command copy, come back over to the lesson bank, and now what you're going to do is you're going to do command F or control F, and this find in sheet will come up. Then command V will paste in the lesson that you just copied, and it'll jump straight to that. That's a fast way of doing it. Then you're only going to copy the bright orange. You don't need the code anymore because it's already in your schedule. So you're just doing C over to K or L. Theoretically, K and L have two different feedback options. You can pick either one, doesn't matter, or you can copy both. Select C, scroll over, click Shift, and click the last one. That'll highlight all of that. And then click Command C. That will copy it. Then come over to your schedule, click in G, which is the lesson points outline, and Command V. So now that lesson, prepped and ready to go. Now this one we're going to go a little faster. So Command C, copy that lesson, come over to the lesson bank, put that one in your thing now, get C through L, command copy, come back over to your schedule, paste it in G, get your next one. Oh, this is an assessment. So assessments are somewhere different. So when you're doing an assessment under the lesson bank, you're going to switch to a new tab because they're underneath, under here. While it loads so slow while it's recording. I apologize again. So here, you're going to do the same thing. You'll search for your unit assessment up here, put it in. Exact same thing. Go back to your lesson, and then this one is another lesson. If you go to one, this isn't one, because I'm pretty sure we have this one, and you put it in, and you click enter. Oh, it is perfect, like it was meant to be. Oh, no, I'm under MC. That's why it didn't work. You click it and nothing happens. It doesn't take you to the lesson. That means you've found a lesson we don't have an entry for. And in that case, just scroll down, find the lesson. This one does. This is 4 and 5. But you would right click, insert one below, and then you have a new one, and then you add your entry there. If you're an editor. If you're not an editor, then you just comment on here, send a message to us about the lesson that there isn't one and your entry. If you're not going to put an entry, you don't have to tell us. We know that there are ones that we don't have entries for. Just if you're going to add something, please comment and add the entry and we'll get it added. Once you're comfortable with filling it out though, please, please, please come take this new editor's training. This is just to say that you've either watched the training videos or you've been to a live training or you've read under the doc orientation all there is to know and you get how to enter and you just do, you make an entry for Mock 1 and then we'll review it and see if there's anything you don't know and just update you, and so then you can be an editor and then you can edit the lesson bank. Add things, take things out, update things, all without permission or us checking it first. But then, as you've gone through, you've added all your lessons. I haven't done this last one. I'll do this last one really quick, and then we'll have done them all. I never do them for the unit assessments because I just don't need them, or I don't like having anything. I just give them. That's all I'm saying. So like this one is one that all of these are ones that have entries, but they're not in the right format. And so these would be great ones to go in, even though there's an entry already, to go in and update and make it correct. So again, you select it, click shift, highlight the last one, command copy, come back over to your lesson, click in there, command V, it'll throw it in there. And now you're all lesson prepped with all this information. And then you can choose between, if you're new and you still need to see the slides, you can go look through the slides to review, but then you have this outlined for during class. Once you've been teaching a while and you've got it, you don't need the lesson prep like that anymore. Now you have an overview and feedback that's all ready for you. And it's just quick and easy and it's so nice, and this will help with pacing and your timing, and if you're switching between slides, and if a kid's going really slow on a certain topic and you're paying attention to how much time you have left, if you need to just start going quickly through some slides or jumping to some really important slides if you know that they need more practice on this certain thing, or if once you're done you have extra time, the slides of where things are to go back and review if they had a hard time with certain things. And then you have your template for feedback, and then right here you just go in and add your personalized feedback. And you can even do that the day before if you have a lot of lessons that you want to make sure you're entering the feedback in between classes. I will just start copying and pasting these over and then personalizing them with whatever my student's name is. Not performance because they haven't done it, but I'll go in and say I was happy to see Alice instead of your child, so it's more personal. And then all I have to do after is add the personalized feedback. But that's all in feedback. There's a video for that. And then you're ready. That's it. As easy as that. Thank you for watching, and I hope this is helpful to you, as well as I hope you become editors. All right, thanks guys.